Okay, so you're listening to 93.9 FM Boulder Free Radio. This is G-Girl and
Lilith.
And we're here with fellow citizens. Welcome, guys and girl.
Thanks for having us.
So I want to introduce the band. Can we go around and do the round table and introduce yourselves?
Sure.
Where we start?
And what you play, too.
We'll start with you.
And what?
And what you play, too.
Okay, well, I'm Peter, and I play the guitar, and I do some vocals in the band.
I'm Matthew, and I play guitar and do some vocals and other stuff.
I'm Carson. I play drums and vocals and other various things.
I'm Tyler. I play bass and also add some vocals and various other instruments.
I'm Nathan. I also play guitar and do some vocals as well as other things.
I love that other thing.
I'm Eliza, and I as well play various other instruments as well as sing.
Very cool. It's amazing that all of you sing. I mean, the entire band also is, you're all vocals.
Yeah.
So that's kind of rare because normally it's just one or two singing and then the rest are just playing instruments. So how did you guys all meet and form a band?
Wow.
We're all college students at CU, and so a good majority of us met.
Not all of us, huh?
Not all of us, okay.
Eliza's not.
She was.
She was. Most of us
She's
met.
older
Most
than
of
all
us
of
met
us.
here at CU, and have been playing in some shape or form for like
About 3 years.
2.5, 3 years, and then just kind of eventually we all came together, and Eliza was just kind of a miracle that kind of happened to us. She just sort of, we asked her to sing with us one time, and we wouldn't let her leave again.
I think she had a beautiful voice.
Yeah, and adds a really nice more
Balance
depth.
to it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
she's
balance and depth.
And a visual effect.
Yeah, that's true.
It's quite cute.
for those of you that can't see her.
She's a hottie.
Absolutely.
So you guys have a MySpace page. It's www.myspace.com/fellowcitizens. And who created the page? Because it's really funny. It's really humorous. Kudos.
That was Carson.
I run most of it.
Dr.
We all kind of contribute a little bit, but I kind of maintain.
I love the fact that
page.
you guys are inspired by lemurs.
Oh.
That's really
That's
great.
Peter's inspiration.
There was a time when we were also inspired by badgers, but we don't need.
no stinking badges.
Yeah, you're being
None of
badges.
that.
We actually also have a real website now. It just got put up, and it's kind of still in the constructionary phase, but you can check it out, and it's fellowcitizensmusic.com, and it has all of our press stuff that's going to be coming out, photos. You can stream all of our music there as well.
Yeah, and-
so
And
it's still
you guys
kind of-
have an EP released, right?
We do, yes.
And you're working on a full-length album?
We are. It's still kind of up in the air as to what we're doing in the future with.
We're writing
recordings.
songs faster than we're recording them.
Yes.
We are, and we're still kind of debating whether or not we want to do a full length, or if we want to do multiple EPs, or if we want to hold off on things.
There will be releases from us.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Either way, there is something coming somewhat soon.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
talk about
it's
your...
fortuitous that you have too much material, rather.
Yeah, that's very true. It's not going to be a struggle to find the material. Yeah.
So let's go through the creative process. What inspires your songwriting? Where do you have inspiration for your song?
Or are you pleading the fifth?
Well, we have a lot of songwriters, which is one of the first problems, I would say.
I don't see that as a problem.
Well, not a problem. I mean, as far as to answering that question, it's different for everyone
I see.
in the band.
Okay.
I mean, we could probably answer individually if
Yeah, go for it.
If you want,
Matt.
yeah, please do. I mean, I always find this part of the conversation interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's so foreign to me,
Yeah.
and I'm sure most of our listeners don't write music, and so it's always interesting to know how it's done.
Absolutely. No, yeah. Matt, do you want to talk a little bit about how you
Sure,
write?
yeah, sure. Well, most of the time I sit around frustrated that I can't write anything, and then something eventually gets me worked up enough where I can get something out of myself. But other than that, it's like a haphazard process of whatever decides to happen in my life.
For the most part, I think a lot of us have a similar writing and recording style for like presenting songs to the band. Most of us have limited equipment, except for Matt, who has all of our equipment in his place. So he can basically record whatever symphony he wants to
Yeah, he's
and present
essentially-
it to us. But the rest of us just normally take an acoustic guitar and sit in front of a laptop and just use the mic that's built into it, and then keep going back and adding layers and more vocals, and then just develop a song until we think it's got a basic structure to present to the band.
So, now what about the lyrics? I mean, do you sit down and actually write lyrics out, or are you kind of singing as it's coming to you?
That's actually a kind of a difficult question to answer, because there was a time with this band where we were. I don't really like to genre classify music, but it's really hard for us to not say that there was a point where we were a pretty straightforward folk rock band, I'd say, and that's not a bad thing. But all of our lyrics during that phase were they were like a story. We kind of told a story to some extent. And it's not that that's changed, but at least the way that I've started writing lyrics has changed a lot, just as far as kind of free association kind of thing. If I write a line that I really like and I can't think of the word that completes that thought that rhymes with that last word, then I'll just kind of insert a line there, as long as I think that it sounds good and that it still fits the mood of the song, you know. But I think we've all written songs both ways, kind of free association and then also trying to tell an actual coherent piece to some extent.
I mean, there also was a good portion, at least I'd say a month or so, where this band became an instrumental rock band for a while. I mean, there was a time that, like, for a good month or so, we were just kind of, I don't know, figuring out how we can start to work with each other and just jamming for hours on end.
That surprises me, because you guys are such good vocalists, and that seems to be the strong point of your band, that you would be focused on the instrumental part.
Yeah, it basically came out of a period where the band started out as a four-piece with Peter, Nathan, Tyler, and myself on drums, and we
all on drums.
all on drums. Everyone on drums.
Our EP, our first EP was released as a four-piece.
Our first EP was a four-piece, and Matt actually recorded that for us and helped us out with that, played some instruments on it, and one of the tracks on there was originally one of Matt's songs that Peter had played in a band prior to. But then we slowly incorporated, Eliza got added to the band, and then Matt saw us, I think, for the first time after recording the album with us, and I guess got blown away. He was really happy with it, and then we brought the question up about him joining and playing with us, and I don't know.
And we had to pay him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the money before I joined the band.
Yeah. But then there was that kind of awkward period of deciding whether or not we were a six-piece band or not, and there were times where we didn't know if we wanted to play old material or new material or what we were going to do as far as our sound, and so we just kind of got together, and every time we started to play, one person would play a guitar riff, and then we'd go into a 30-minute long song, all instrumental, and we'd end that and be like, okay, that was cool, and then do it again, and just keep going, and that just kind of helped us get a base to start from, I guess.
There was a period of time where Eliza really wanted to hurt all of us.
Yeah. We feel bad for her at times.
It's true.
Eliza, how is it
These
being
guys.
the only female with all these guys?
I mean, I love it. I have no complaints. I love these guys. They're like my brothers. They're like my younger brothers.
Younger brothers.
Her burned out, weirdo,
it's
younger
great.
brothers.
It's great. I love singing with them, and it's kind of all I've ever asked for in terms of being in a band. I've wanted to sing in a band like this for a long time, so.
She'd probably be worse off if there were other females in the band.
I don't know.
Listen, I'm so excited to have the listeners hear you play, so I have a ton more questions, but why don't you guys play some stuff?
Oh, okay.
Let me just remind everyone that you're listening to 93.9 FM Boulder Free Radio, and this is fellow citizens doing a live set for KBFR right here in Boulder, Colorado. So why don't you go ahead and announce what you're going to play? I'm going to mute us, so
All right.
I won't
Well,
get in your way.
I think we're gonna play a song that Matt wrote. It's called The Gift Part 2.
Yes.